If you struggle with negative thoughts of any kind, then keep watching because I have an incredibly powerful quote to share with you, and in this video we're going to break this quote down so that you know exactly what it means and exactly why it's useful to you and how to use it in your life to start eliminating these negative thoughts, taking back control of your mind, and ultimately lowering your stress, lowering your anxiety, and finding more inner peace, self-love, and all the other positive results that come from not being run by negative thoughts. I'm Nick, and the quote I want to share with you guys today comes from a book called How to Be Human, the Manual by Ruby Wax. And this book was written with a neuroscientist and a monk, which is super cool. So it's packed full of wisdom, but I literally started this thing today, and on the third page I found this quote that I wanted to share with you guys. So this is what the whole video is about. I'm going to read this little bit to you now. It's all about thoughts, and the quote is, "Your thoughts aren't who you really are. If they were, who is the one observing them?" Your thoughts are not who you really are, because if they were, who is the one observing them? And this perfectly illustrates to me, this is just proof again that you are the observer in your head. If you pay close attention, you'll notice there is a thinker and there is an observer. There's this mess of thoughts, and then there's this person, this thing, watching that mess, observing that mess. Who do you think in your head is the one going, "That's a terrible thought, I don't want that, let's get rid of it," or "Oh, that's such a nice memory, I remember that day"? If you were your thoughts, there wouldn't be a voice in your head observing and analyzing them. So this is important, and this matters to you and to all of us, because it gives us the power to take back control of our minds. Once you realize that thoughts are not facts, they're just created by a whole cocktail of influences, and then they are presented to you, the observer, and you get to decide what you do with them. So you get to decide, is this negative statement about me actually true? Is this catastrophe that I'm running through in my head right now actually very likely? And even if it were, is thinking about it really any use to me? No. You now get to make these decisions. You get to take back control, because you're not just caught up in the immediate thoughts, which all of us are. A thought comes into our head, we have an emotional reaction to it, we latch onto it, we get wrapped up in that story, and that's what we get stuck in, and we never break free from it. But once you realize that you are the observer, you get to choose what you do with them, you get to choose how you react to them, and they are not facts. Thoughts are not facts, and thoughts are not you. So remember, you are the observer. Your thoughts aren't who you really are. If they were, who is the one observing them? Remember this quote when you're suffering from negative thoughts. Remember that you are the observer. They don't have to run your mind anymore. You can run your mind again now. You, the observer, the real you. Not these false thoughts, these things that aren't facts, these things that aren't really you. We get so wrapped up in this, and it's natural and it's normal and we all do it, but realize you are the observer, you have the power, and you control your reactions to your thoughts. And that's what really matters, because that's where the emotional side of it comes from. The anxiety, the depression comes from our reactions to our thoughts more than it does from the thoughts themselves. So take back control as the observer, start shaping your mind in a more positive way and encouraging more positive reactions, even to challenging thoughts. So, as always, please let me know what you thought down in the comments, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and stay tuned for new videos every Friday and every Sunday.